Nwoke ji ọfọ, nwaanyi ji ọfọ, mana ọfọ mara onye ji ya. Ọfọ serves as a symbolic embodiment of authority within Igbo culture. It represents the authority to command the universe in whatever aspects of our existence, which means it gives a man the authority to lead or to serve as Dibuno, as father, nna, and to act as an intercessor for his family, between his family, and to interact and communicate with all the ancestral spirits that guards and protects that his lineage. It gives a man the authority to serve as a mediator between man and spirit. This is where Dibias come in. It also gives an individual the authority to purify the land or an individual of any lingering negative energy resulting from transgressions, especially in the context of Ikpu Aru. Now, in Igbo culture, Ikpu Aru is the cleansing of abomination. Arụ mmadụ metere. The only people that have the mandate to perform this rite are people that serve in the capacity of Ezani, Akajofani, or Dibia. These are the only two people that have the mandate, the offer, to perform this particular rite. Now, offer and its older, onye Jofo, Akajofo, are characterized by sets of principles that represents what an offer is in regard to the position they hold. Now, these principles include eziokwu. What gives offer authority is spoken words, okwu ọnụ mmadụ, and what gives those words power? Truth, integrity, iji courage, njikere. If you're not truthful, your offer is ineffective. If you do not have integrity, your offer is ineffective. And you cannot, if your words don't hold power with human beings, your words cannot hold power with the spirits, because in Igbo we believe in God and Madu, God and more. So if you don't hold any of this, the offer you're holding is trash. Therefore, if an offer holder deviates from this principle, such an offer becomes ineffective and subject to manipulation. Now, this means that offer, the essence of an offer, or what makes an offer what it is, what empowers it, could basically leave the vicinity where that offer is, and the holder can basically bring in or configure different kinds of charms or that would now replace the integrity of that offer. So if a person, the holder, deviates from this principle, offer becomes ineffective and can be easily manipulated. Now, offer serves as the symbol of authority in various aspects of our awareness and interaction, starting from ofochi. This is why I tell people, onye ọbụla bịa n'ụwa nwere ọfọ ha ji wee bịa ụwa. Anyị nche niile nwere ọfọ anyị ji wee bịa ụwa. Because as onye Igbo, at some point in your life, you are supposed to institute a chi altar. What gives you authority on that chi altar is your offer. So onye ọbụla bịara ụwa ji ọfọ. This offer is manifesting as ọfọ agwụ Dibia. It gives this Dibia the authority to perform rituals and rites that serve the universe or to speak to the universe. Offer gives this individual, it gives Dibia the authority. Make if you know Dibia kuche owele offer so nani. Offer agoja ogwago mmụọ zipuzie mmụọ sị ha jebe ogwago hiye. So the Dibia uses this offer to stand on that mandate to perform rites and speak to the universe or to the cosmos. Now, within this particular offer Dibia, there are certain or different aspects. It includes offending Miri. This gives an individual the ability to function as a marine intercessor. Offer Dibia Aja. This gives this particular Dibia the authority, the ability to perform sacrifices. Now, what this means here is that if a person that isn't born with an offending Miri, or if you perform rituals that are related to marine, what you're doing is you're basically expanding your client's problem, because it is not going to work. It is going to be ineffective. It is going to be ineffective because the only people that have the authority to function or to serve as Dibia Miri, that forms as a marine intercessor, is people that have this authority, that have this offer. Ejawande Miri. So some people you say like when you go to in a one day miracle, if you go to perform water rituals, as the person is trying to say things, the water spirits are there looking. They're there looking to know, is this person part of us? Does this person have the authority to even, speak and have this conversation with us before they even look at the person that they are bringing here? Now the same thing goes to Dibia Aja. What gives the Dibia the power, the ability to perform sacrifices is his ofo eji akwara mmụọ aja, ofo ji agwa mmụọ okwu. Now ofo also manifests at a communal level, ofo obodo. The significance of this ofo is its ability to bind members of a community together, ịdị n'otu. So with this high rate of crime and insecurity within our region, it begs to answer, where is our ofo obodo? Kedu ebe ofo obodo anyị nọ? Because this offer prevents the occurrence of these kinds of things, because it unites us as a people. Ofo obodo, its significance is that it protects us, it binds us together. Metaphorically, we can now look at it as a symbolism that represents our togetherness, that symbolizes that you're not supposed to harm your brother and you're not supposed to harm your sister. So this is what this offer represents. So as Igbo, we need to basically come together and identify where this problem is coming from and how to fix it and how to reactivate our offer, because it means that our ofobodo are no longer active. Now, similar to Awu, being an Akajiofo represents a divine and a sacred gift that is bestowed by one's god or one's chi. This gift is beyond manipulation or acquisition through material means. It's just like people that don't have that are not didn't nwero agwu mmiri. Therefore, you cannot have a funding mmiri or for Dibia. And you're now functioning as a Dibia in that capacity. You're trying to manipulate what is not yours. But then they are not bound by moralities that hold a natural born Dibia. So it becomes a problem. Because you cannot buy these things. Or the Now, you need to understand that these gifts are bestowed by our chi or by our gods. They bestowed these things on us. As you know, the church will tell you that God says that before you were born, I've called you. Now, in cases where individuals lacking this divine mandate attempt to assume such role, their work or intercession may prove ineffective because they lack the spiritual strength associated with those who possess this offer. What is that spiritual strength? Ndị Igbo ga-asị gị na enwere mmụọ kpọrọ mmadụ niile ọrụ. Every Dibia that you see has a particular spirit that says, I am going to work with this person. I want this person to represent me. And what represents that spirit, or what gives that person the authority to do those things, is the offer that binds them together. The offer that the Dibia uses and say, because it is that spirit that gives that individual that authority. So that entity forms a spiritual backup, the spiritual strength backs that offer up. Now, without all those things, if somebody else comes and start playing that role, it cannot work because you don't have that spiritual strength, that spiritual backup, that spiritual backing that will serve in this capacity. So that's the problem. Nwoke ji ofo, nwaanyi ji ofo, mana ofo ma onye ji ya. Which means that everybody now serving one capacity or the other. If you're using the wrong offer, the offer is going to be ineffective. the offer is going to be ineffective because the spiritual entities, the spiritual strength of that does not recognize you. And because it does not recognize you, it simply makes you ineffective and unproductive. That's why funding mother, Dibia Rochara mother, or Mangaga. It is because that person has deviated. Now, back in the day, ọ bụrụ onye na-agba afa, o jide ọfa afa. Ọ bụrụ onye na-akwa aja, o jide ọfa eji akwa aja. But today, dibia na-agba afa, dibia na-akwa aja, dibia na-achụ nka, dibia na-agba ọgbọ nke, dibia na-eme nka. All of them are now, doing all those things. But back in the day, they are doing this thing based on the office they occupy, based on ofo enyerefa. Ọ bụrụ onye ji ọfọ afa wee bịa ụwa, ọ na-agbasa ọsọ afa. But because many of them feel that there is no much money or material things accompanying afa, ego never get you na agba afa. 1,500, 2,000. But because some of them feel that there is no much gain in it, and say, hey, I'm a Dibia, I'm going to do all those works, they are now spoiling our spirituality and what these things represent. So it is important that we revert. It is important that we go back and we try to reestablish and understand what is happening if we want a better and a progressive Igbo. Mana chetakwa na onye ọbụla dọla ụwa ji ọfọ. Ọbụla ọfọ eziokwu, ọfọ integrity ka iji wee na-eme ife, jidesie ya aka ike and push with it. This is how we salvage an Igbo, and this is how we develop ourselves. Mana malụkwa ama na onye ọbụla dọ n'ụwa ji ọfọ, nwoke ji ọfọ, nwaanyị ji ọfọ, mana ọfọ mala onye jiri ya. Ya kasịa.